We're different. Do y'all know we're different? Can I get a hell yeah for different? Give me a clap on that. See, one thing I understand is that I understand that we are different. I understand that we are the reason that other people are doing what we do now, which is kind of unique, okay? See, 23 years ago, I started this company with $500 in my pocket. I wasn't raised a rich kid. I didn't have a rich uncle. I started with $500 in a closed restaurant in Goldsboro and a dream. So I'm going to share a few things with you today that hopefully you will carry on and do in your stores. But more importantly, what I share with you today, I hope you'll do in your life. I hope you'll take away my little message today and carry it in everything you do. You know, even when you're out in the community, when you're at the mall, maybe you'll open the door and hold it for somebody coming up on with a walker behind you or something like that. You know, because I've actually seen people run in and let the door slam on that person. But see, we're different. We're different, all right? But 23 years ago, I started with $500 in my pocket and a dream. Went and worked open to close. First year I was in business, I worked open to close. And this is lesson number one. You got to bring passion to whatever you do. But it's not the only thing, and I'll explain that. See, I see professional speakers sometimes talk about passion and the passion that you got to bring every single day. And if you just bring the passion, you'll be successful. That's a crock, because the first year I was in business, I brought passion. I brought it every day. Every day I walked in that store, I worked from 10 in the morning till 10 at night. And I wanted to have cooks. I wanted to have the fastest ticket times. And there was only two of us back then rotating back and forth. And we had some $2,000 days. And you go, well, man, I've had $2,000 days. Yeah, but our cheeseburgers were only 95 cents then. Oh, I said, I don't have a lot of math majors in here, do I? That means I did a lot with two guys, me and another guy, right? Cooked every burger, cleaned the grill at night myself, and then drove 35 minutes to go home. But I was bringing that passion every day. And at the end of year one, I'll never forget, I was $35,000 behind on my food bills. 35 grand. I was crazy enough to open up 2 or 3 more stores in that first year, but I was well behind. And I'll never forget, I was like, I can't bring any more passion. I can't do any more than I'm doing right now. But I'll never forget, I was riding home one night, and I was having this internal conversation. I was having this conversation with myself, and the conversation went, something like this. Why me? My feet ache. My 18-month-old son's at home. My wife's at home. I see him in the morning, briefly, but he's in bed when I come home at night, so I'm missing some things. I'm missing the family reunion this weekend. I'm missing some other things, right? Why me? I can't work any harder. I can't be any more enthusiastic when I go in the store. I can't be any more passionate. Why is it not working for me? Because I knew I had a great cheeseburger. Do we have a great cheeseburger? Amen. And you know what? It hadn't changed in 23 years, man, and it's awesome, right? Y'all still get that customer that gets something and goes, now that's the way a cheeseburger's supposed to be made, don't you? Right? If not, cooks, we got our work to do. That's what you should get, right? So I knew I had great food. I knew I couldn't work any harder. I knew I couldn't be any more passionate. So I'm riding home that night, and that conversation's going on and on in my brain. And I'm thinking to myself, am I doing the right thing? And I remember, I got a voice in my head that's as clear as I'm standing in front of you today, okay? Now, I wish I could be real dramatic right now and say the sky opened up and the Spirit came down, amen. And he laid it on me. He told me. Now, it wasn't like that, but it was clear. He said, it ain't about you. It ain't about you. So I continue to have this conversation internally, not out loud. Out loud gets scary when people do that. I had it internally. I said, what do you mean it's not about me? I'm the guy with the sore feet. I'm the guy working open to close. I'm the guy that doesn't get to see his kid. It ain't about you. What have you done for somebody else lately? What have you done to help other people become successful? What have you done? How have you extended yourself for somebody else? What have you done for them? How have you looked out for them without even thinking about what it may or may not mean to you? And I went home that night, and I'll never forget, I walked in kind of glassy-eyed, a long day on the grill, smelled like onions and peppers. Cooks, amen. Let's give me a fist up for onions and pepper smell. All right. I walked in, I did shower. My wife appreciated that before I got into bed. But I got into bed that night, I couldn't go to sleep because I was just running around and around in my brain. But I do, man. I provide a safe place. I do. No, it ain't about that. So this is the key. And this is what each and one of you are learning today, and this is what you learn every day that you're in our stores, is that it ain't about you. When I made it about other people, when I made it about helping other people become successful, when I did that, when I made that change, when I made it about caring, truly caring for the people that work with me every day, things began to change. And it no longer became about me, and 6 months later, that $35,000 food bill was wiped away, and we were on our way, and here we are today. And it still isn't about me, it's about you. Give yourselves a hand. But see, I'm going to ask you to do something though, okay? See, this isn't just all free doing the wobble stuff here. I'm going to ask you to do something. I'm going to ask you to buy into what I'm telling you right now. I'm going to ask you to buy in, hook, line, and sinker, because see, don't wait till you're 28 years old like I was and having to figure it out. Take this, because I ain't a preacher, I ain't a teacher, I ain't your mama or your daddy. I'm just a guy that said it ain't about me, and I've been blessed beyond what I deserve. So take that and do for others first, right? Because ladies, why do we ask you to go say hi to people and go run and get doors for people? Here's why we ask you to do that, because everybody that comes through that door has a backstory, has their own story, okay? You don't know where they've been. They could have been sitting with a loved one for the past 23 hours who is in the hospital. You don't know that. They could be anything going on in their lives. Their husband could have just left them, and they chose to come in and eat with us. Shouldn't we say hello to them? Yes, clap for that, because yes, absolutely you should. When you're standing there and you see somebody coming across the parking lot and it's a rainy day and all your tables are taken care of and that person may be coming in real slow, man, grab an umbrella and run out and walk them in. And I don't care if they're going to the dollar store next door. It doesn't matter, because it ain't about you, right? That's the difference. Cooks, you don't get off the hook here, okay? You're not off the hook on this one, cooks. Look, everybody that comes in there is coming in to eat with us because they're hungry, okay? They're hungry. So we're going to serve them, man. We are going to extend ourselves for them. We're going to serve them. We are going to get the food out as quickly and as well prepared as we possibly humanly can, and we're going to serve them because it ain't about us. See, I've never wanted people in my company. This is why I gather this group together today, because, I have people tell me sometimes, they say, Kenny, the younger generation is not. They said the same thing about my generation. Y'all just want to know why. That's what makes you young people in this room different. You want to know why. And that's what I'm telling you today. Why? Because it ain't about you. And it wasn't that long ago, I was 17 years old, and I pretty much understood that the world revolved around me at that point. I get that, okay? But learn that lesson. Learn that lesson and watch what comes back to you, okay? Watch what will come back. Once again, I'm living proof of that. So when we go out there, we're going to get the food out fast. We're going to take care of our guests. We're going to get that guy a refill on his tea. Yes, that guy that just came in from working construction and tracked mud all the way through your store. Absolutely the same mud that you are going to have to sweep up, okay? And you're still going to refill his cup because it's 100 degrees outside and the man is thirsty. Right? That's what you're going to do, because it ain't about you. All right? We have an opportunity in this little company. See, I never wanted to build the biggest restaurant chain. McDonald's has got about a 24,990 store jump on us, okay? But we can be great. We can be a bunch of average and ordinary people, get together, and we can do something great. And I can do it with you. Y'all, I'm going to leave you with one more thought, and I'm going to get off here so that we can give out some more awards and have some more fun. But I want to leave you with one more thought. This is particularly to you younger folks that are in the room right now. See, I'm 51 years old now, and I can actually see the end, okay? I hope it's not, right around the corner, all right? But I can see the end, all right? And you guys are young, and you're bulletproof, and you're all of that, but you're part of something unique here. This company is unique, okay? So I want you to live your life with passion, with enthusiasm, serving others, so that when you're old, when you're 90 years old and you fall out of bed, see, y'all can't even see 90. I hope I can see 90. And you fall out of bed, you can say, you never have to say what if. you can say that I lived my life to the absolute fullest that I could have lived it. I got after it absolutely the best I could have got after it, and I have no regrets. And that comes with what you bring every single day. Not just when we walk in those restaurants, but in your interactions with other people as you walk around this planet, okay? While you're on this side of the rock, I want you to get after it. I want us to take on all competitors as we continue to grow, because with this group right here, with the people that are in this room right now, we can do amazing things. And I thank you for listening, and I love you guys very much. Take care. Thank you.